again. This is Buffalo Man 55. Today I'm showing you some other artifacts that were found on a ranch that are friends of the family. I'm going to come over here and show you this Oya, this pot I found on their property. It is in excellent condition except for a little bit of wear on the neck. It was found in May. I'd have to get out my book to see exactly, but I went down there to hunt after the invitation from the owners, and they said they had a hill called Pottery Hill. And when I got down there, I found out that Pottery Hill was actually a hill where ruins were located. We walked that over a little bit, or I should say I walked that over a bit. Picked up different pottery shards, different designs on them. I decided I wanted to go look for petroglyphs because they have that desert varnish on the mesas down there. And I saw this different coloration sticking out of the sagebrush. I walked past it and I thought, well, I'd better go look at that, and come back and saw the neck sticking out, and lo and behold, I was just excited upon nothing I'd ever found before. I went back to the ranch house and asked the lady, she was visiting with my mother, if she had something I could dig it out with. And she says, well, there's a shovel in the shed. And I said, no, I don't want a shovel. I need a teaspoon and a brush. And so with the teaspoon and the brush, we all went back and I proceeded to dig this thing out. It was full of dirt. If you look in the neck, you can see where the dirt was filled up to. It was buried up against the mesa in a south-facing slope, but it had protection. No animals would go that steep, and so I come home with this piece, just really ecstatic that I have it. I kind of consider it the flagship of my collection. Don't know a whole lot of people that's actually found them without digging for them. Also that day I found this, it's called a Utah Matati. It was broken, as you can see. I glued it back together. I couldn't find a corner on this end and the side on the other end, so I'm still missing two pieces. And then I found the two grindstones that are in there, and the two grindstones that are in front of you that same day. Unfortunately, I didn't find any arrowheads, but I started picking up pieces of pottery, and I kind of went in on handles, and I found lots of handles in this area, and I guess the handles are the weak point on these pots. But if I can show you a couple, here's one that has really nice designs on the handle. Don't know if the pot would have had any on. There's little handles like this one, big handles like this one, and so I started picking up handles of pots. And then as you can see here, there's different colors and varieties of the pottery, different designs, just thousands of pieces of pottery shards everywhere. I didn't find any points, like I say, at that trip, so I went back another time and we started to locate where they were living, and throughout this ranch there's ruins, there's pit houses, there's fields that they've leveled that just scattered with debris. I want to start here in saying that I noticed in my last videos that I say a lot, and I'm going to try not to do that, so bear with me. Upon returning to the ranch, I started looking at several parts of different mesas and different parts of the mountain where pine trees were and flat spots were. Excuse me. I got there, walked on one little hill, found this knife laying flat out. It's a nice biface, fairly thin, straight bottom, really nice piece to add to this collection. as I started to kind of look the area over, I found where they actually, excuse me, I found where they were living, more debris, started finding arrowheads. I'm going to pick up 2 or 3 here that are fairly nice ones. I'm not familiar with any of the styles in this area. It's kind of central Utah, which would probably differ from where I'm at. This one here is almost, as you can see my fingers through it, translucent. It's missing the corners on it, but still a nice sharp piece, really thin. From what I see from these people that live there, they really had vibrant colors in their materials. I get yellows, I get reds, pinks, grays, just a lot of different colors, and I come to find out that a lot of these I don't know if they're agates, but they're clear. I have probably 4 or 5 that are pieces that are clear. And then as you can see on here that I've picked up some different pottery designs. They've made them with their fingernails or a stick. Some painted designs. Over on this side, different styles, different designs. I really hope to return here and you know, try and find some more isolated places that really have never been looked at. These people that own this ranch doesn't really have an interest in what they have, so they gave me free rein kind of to come down and look at what I want to look at. So anyway, back to my pot. I told the rancher at that time that this is really a valuable piece, and he said that because I have the interest in it, he would let me keep it, which he did. And just go back over, you can see there's To Whom It May Concern and the Johnson Cattle, Aurora, Utah. So this is really, I've only hunted probably 5 times on this ranch, but it has a lot of opportunity. Okay, I'd like to go to, I mentioned that I have a friend in California, met him in Nevada actually, and he invited me to come to California to bead hunt. As you've seen on different people's videos, some of these beads are extremely small, really hard to look at unless you're on your knees almost, or bent over. But I really enjoy going there and doing this bead hunt. I've put together a couple necklaces. I can't really tell you how many beads are in a necklace, but just kind of put together design on the big necklace. There's a baked clay bead in the center coming out with 2 olivella shells, and then some clear with some trade beads mixed in, colored trade beads mixed in, coming back up to the bigger olivellas that are punched, and then back up to the center or where the clasp is. Bead hunting is really intense, and it takes a lot of effort to really hunt them. Had a couple opportunities to go hunt some fields. Found this particular point here that's quartz crystal. It's clear. There are Clovis in this area. Don't know if this is possibly that. It's kind of quartz again, is real hard to work. Found this one on the bead area. Pretty sure that it's Clovis. It has the style. It's ground. Just really a nice piece. Really enjoyed finding that one, sticking out of the dirt. Another one that I found is this kind of tan colored or cream colored. It's got really nice serrations on it. You can see it's got kind of a waxy finish. Maybe the stone was heat treated. That's a really nice piece. Here's another one that I found in a field. This was a little bit chunkier, but still really nice. And what I've seen from this area, that they have generally larger size points from what I found, although I have found some small desert side notch right here. There's a couple up here. I think they're Shumash points. I really enjoy, it's kind of a getaway for me to go out there and do some bead hunting in this area. There I am again saying I appreciate you guys that pull these up and watch them. I hope that you enjoy some of the things that I've shown you. I want to swing back over in this room. I didn't get a chance to show you some more grindstones, not that you've seen enough, but here in this room here is another display that has 120 grindstones, matates, pestles, parts on it. So I'm going to swing back also. I didn't get a chance to show you. Here is a paint pot down here. Found that on the same fields that I find the monos on and the matates. Found a little stone by it. Just come up really nice. And then also I have, trying to get a decent picture, but it's not going to work out because of the lighting, stone marble, and then a clay